This week's SmackDown was another great episode that was loaded with new storylines and continuations of previous storylines. So, we'll take a look at everything new and all the other progress that was made on the already existing stories. In terms of new stories, it looks like WWE may be testing another love interest for Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is not a stranger to love interests at all. He's probably up there as one of the superstars that has had all the most love interests of all time. Dolph has been with Vicky Guerrero, AJ Lee, Lana, Summer Rae, Mandy Rose, and the list goes on for days. Well, it appeared that Dolph and Toni Storm may be developing something with one another. Toni Storm appeared on SmackDown this week for the very first time since her debut match back on July 23rd. All she did was appear backstage, and Dolph questioned her about who she's rooting for in the match, and Toni awkwardly told Dolph that she's rooting for his opponent. Dolph walked away and Toni had a strange look on her face. Now, this very well could be a pointless backstage segment that was used just as an excuse to get Toni Storm back on screen, or it very may well be the start of a love interest arc with Ziggler. The fan reaction online seems a bit mixed to that storyline idea. Toni just got called up, has only wrestled one match over 40 days ago, and now she's becoming a love interest with Dolph Ziggler? Is that really the only thing that they have for her right now? It's hard to say what's going on there based off of one 30-second segment, so we'll have to see if there's any follow-up there. Will Dolph continue to go after Toni and she starts to fall for him after a while? Or will they act like this segment never happened next week? It can honestly go either way, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Could WWE be setting up another huge return for Sasha Banks? September 10th is being advertised as a Super SmackDown event live from New York's Madison Square Garden. WWE does a lot of live events at the Garden, but they haven't been going there too frequently as of late for their TV shows. So it seems like they may want to make it a big deal. WWE obviously looks at New York City as their hometown, their birthplace, so they're getting a loaded card ready for that SmackDown. You have the return of Brock Lesnar, Edge vs. Seth Rollins, the Demon being teased, and Becky Lynch vs. Bianca Belair's contract signing. A lot of people are looking at this contract signing as an ideal spot for Sasha Banks to make another return at. Reports have been claiming for a few weeks now that Sasha Banks could be back on the road with WWE in time for their SmackDown episode at Madison Square Garden. If that turns out to be true, you can sort of see how that return plays out. Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair are in the ring and on the verge of signing the Extreme Rules contract, when all of a sudden, Sasha came storming out. Now, remember that the last time Sasha was seen was almost a month ago for her contract signing with Bianca Belair. Sasha Banks signed her name on a contract for SummerSlam and never got that match, even after officially signing for it like that. So that right there gives you a very good situation to write Sasha Banks back into the show. She's upset because she signed a contract and never got a title match. So she's going to stop this contract signing from happening. Then from there, it all depends on how WWE wants to handle it. Do you throw Sasha Banks into the match and make it a triple threat at Extreme Rules, or keep her waiting? Regardless if it's a triple threat or not, Becky will still be favored to retain. You don't bring Becky Lynch back for a 3-week title reign, she's not dropping the title anytime soon. But maybe Sasha and Bianca can continue their feud outside of the title picture. But then again, we know how things are when it comes to women's division non-title feuds are very hard to come by for the women's division. But hopefully they make it work in this case because everyone was looking forward to Sasha vs. Bianca, and even if it's a non-title match, fans would still be interested to see that matchup. Let's go over everything Roman Reigns related because a lot has happened here once again. SmackDown started off with Paul Heyman quietly leaving Roman's locker room and whispering into his phone. He gets stopped by Kayla Braxton for an interview, and then Heyman's phone starts ringing with Brock Lesnar's theme song. A lot of fans pointed out how weird it was for Heyman to have the theme song as Brock's ringtone, and that's true, especially if he's trying to be more on the down low with everything going on. You would think that he would have switched it to a normal ringtone. But they had to do it in a way to inform the audience that it was definitely Brock Lesnar on the other side of the phone. Brock Lesnar gave a message and warning to Paul Heyman to deliver to Roman Reigns, which Heyman agreed to do. Heyman goes to Roman and delivers the message that Brock will be on SmackDown next week. Heyman slipped up and mentioned where Brock Lesnar was at. Roman caught on and questioned Heyman on how he knew that information, but Heyman saves himself by saying that he's not sure and hasn't spoken to Brock in well over a year. So with the way this story is being told right now, the audience is basically in Roman's shoes. We have no idea if we can trust Heyman, whose side he's on, or anything else like that. The story sort of gives you hints about Heyman possibly quietly working with Brock Lesnar behind the scenes, but they also make it seem like he's fully loyal to Roman Reigns. So that's all done on purpose. They're sort of giving you hints about Heyman working for both sides, just so that you're not really sure about where he actually stands. Brock Lesnar will return next week on SmackDown. Maybe he has a few words to say. Maybe he introduces a new manager. Maybe we finally get a true answer about Heyman's loyalty. The Brock Lesnar return segment can go plenty of ways, and there's just so much possibilities for how it could play out. Reports claim that Brock Lesnar vs. Roman Reigns could be delayed until WrestleMania, but with Brock's return now confirmed for next week's SmackDown, it'll be interesting to see if that WrestleMania rumor is false and if this match happens way sooner. Extreme Rules seems highly unlikely, but WWE's Crown Jewel event in late October does seem possible. WWE tends to load that card up with WrestleMania caliber matches every year, so that is technically a WrestleMania-sized event for this match to take place at. As far as Roman's Extreme Rules opponent goes, it's possible that it could be Demon Finn Balor. His return was teased during the final seconds of SmackDown. The lights all turned red, the heartbeat played, and Roman Reigns was spooked. Fans all had different guesses about what that was, but it's obviously a very early teaser for the Demon's return. Finn was robbed out of another Universal title match. This has been a struggle he's been dealing with since 2016. So it looks like he's getting so frustrated and angry that it's finally time to bring back the Demon. What makes the Demon a much bigger threat than ordinary Finn is the Demon's win streak and the impressive win-loss record. Demon version of Finn doesn't get pinned much at all. So this version of Finn is going to be one of Roman's biggest challenges to date. If anyone should break the Demon main roster winning streak, Roman Reigns should be the one. Adding the Demon version of Finn to Roman's list of victims makes this list look even more impressive. So that'll be very interesting to see unfold. But what are your thoughts on everything that happened this week on SmackDown? Leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.